Good day, sir. My name is Angel Arnoco, the leader of Group 6 and also the first reporter. So before I start my report, I'll give you some brief discussion about our topic. Our topic is the globalization of religion. So it refers to the spread of influence of religious belief and practice and institution on the global scales. So globalization has facilitated the exchange of religious ideas, the migration of religious communities, and the expansion of religious movements beyond traditional boundaries. So before I continue to my assigned topic, let's discuss first the religion. The religion means is a system of belief, practices, ritual, and moral values that often center around the worship of higher power or divine being.
Have a good day, sir. In addition or continuous of Ms. Arnoco, globalization has the significant impact on our religious practices and beliefs. The spread of technologies, transportation, and communication network has made it easier for religious to spread beyond the tradition borders, resulting in a more diverse and interconnected landscape. Because ang globalization sa religious is as mas mapadali ang pagkalat sa technologies, transportation, and communication. And religions provide a sense of belongingness to a group in the world of the religion, because kung sa religion mong good is na ang pagkahiusa, pagkasinabtanay sa usa kay bisag asa nga relihiyon is dili na siya matukod or dili ta magkahiusa pinaagi sa religion. Mauna nga makita na to ang belongingness dili lang sa usa ka corporation or sa usa ka religion kundi sa tibok nga kalibutan. And religious communities also directly oppose repression and promote peace and reconciliation. At tinuod yun sa religion nga community is makapromote pag peace. Tungod kay naay peace and reconciliation, ang pasabot ani is kana bitaw nagkasinabot, naay gihusay mas mapadali. So mao na nga dako kayog impact ang globalization kung mahitungod sa ginatawag na to nga religion. Because pag-spread sa mga economy or naatay mga corporation is usa sa nakatabang ani or dakog impact is ang mga tao. Tungod sa mga tao og pinagi sa ilang mga relihiyon, mas mulambo, mas mapanindot ang ato ang mga works and corporation. And that's all.
My name is Aisa Ardangkalan, our third reporter. So, globalization gave rise to religious nationalism that came about after the Second World War. Nationalism was closely associated with particular religious beliefs affiliation. So, example is Hindu nationalism in India. The process of the globalization in India has been accompanied by the rise of Hindu nationalist movements such as these movements have sought to promote a vision of India as a Hindu nation, often in the opposition to religious minorities, particularly Muslims. And the World War II is a significant impact on the globalization and the role of religion in public life. On the one hand, the word globalization by fostering international cooperation, economic interdependence, and cultural exchange among the nations. The establishment of the international organizations such as the United Nations, Marshall's Plans, assistance to rebound war-torn countries contribute to increase global interconnectedness. And that's all. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Liganto Atia Bless. I'm the fourth reporter of Group 6. So, globalization leads to turn of religion into public life. As a reaction to post-World War II modernism, the often forceful entrance of religious tradition such as Catholic liberation, theology, and Islamic fundamentalism, private sphere in new public life. Globalization has had a significant impact on the role of religion in public life. Here are some examples of how globalization has contributed to the increased presence of religion in public sphere. First is migration and religious diversity. Increased global migration has led to a greater religious diversity within many societies. As people from different religious backgrounds settle in new countries, they bring their religious practices and beliefs with them, leading to a more pluralistic religious landscape. And that's all. Thank you.
My name is Marlo Antowan. My assigned topic is all about globalization prompted the increase of individual religiously. True about individuals' need to rely on his or her beliefs and relationship with her supreme being. Globalization has indeed contributed to the increase in individual religious practices and expression in various ways. As people interact more with different cultures and societies, they are exposed to diverse religious beliefs and practices. This exposure can lead to individuals exploring their own religious identities, strategizing their faith, or even adapting new beliefs.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Christian Jatis. I am the third reporter of Group 6. My topic is globalization immigration. Globalization refers to increasing interconnectedness and interdependence of economics, societies, and culture and across the world. It involves the free flow of goods, service, ideas, and people across national borders facilitated by technological advancement, international trade agreements, and economic policies. Immigration refers to movement of people from the one country to another in search of better economic opportunities, education, or family. Immigration can be voluntary or forced, and it can involve temporary or permanent residence. Globalization has contributed increased immigration in several ways. Economics globalization has created a more integrated global economy with many countries trading goods and services with each other. This has led to an increased demand for skilled workers, particularly in industries such as technology, finance, and healthcare. Supply chain globalization. The globalization of supply chain has led to movement of goods and service across borders, creating jobs and opportunities for workers around the world. Globalization has also led on brain drain. Highly skilled professionals from developing countries seek better opportunities in developed countries. Globalization has also contributed to refugee crisis and conflict and political instability in some regions have led to mass migration, people seeking safety and security.
Miss Ernesto Insao Jr. is ICM 28. The topic is, assigned topic is global local religion. There are four types of global local religion. Number one, regionalization. Regionalization is refers in the blending of universal religion with local language. For instance, Arabic is used to Islam, skirred in language even outside an Arab Progression is process to adapting and promoting a local language to click in areas like literature, education, and government, often replacing a more widely used official language. Number two, indigenation. Indigenation transforms universal religion to suit a specific or particular ethnic group in a Sambonga Peninsula. Indigenation is a skinning process where local culture adapt and transform foreign elements of fit their own traditions and needs. It can be seen in various areas such as language, religion, technology, and education. Number three, nationalization. Nationalization contrasts a link between a nation of scarce religion and institution related to national identities and realities of the nation being part of nation means belong to us national church. Nationalization is pushing and process and into how government make control to private industries as it achieve various economic and social objects. Number three, transnationalization. Transnationalization has completed religion nationalization by focusing groups on identifying specific religion tradition real means national homelands like Christian Christo is a good example of that. This Christian's organization nationalization scope, but it can be international rates that is easily undefeated Filipino in sorts of general authority. And nationalization is placing process for business, cultural practice, and even social movements extend beyond national boundaries, creating more and connected and independent world. Imagine how local brand of a country can become a global nations. How culture festival and one of the world's influence traditions in another. More on topic.
My name is Bench Ifawanto. Georgine Meyer 2014. Si Georgine Meyer kay isa author and journalist nga nag-publish og book sa 2014. Also believe that there are 5 stages of global religious rebellions against the secular state. And these stages include 1. Religious resurgence, mobilization, confrontation, accommodation, or radicalization and transformation. Ang number 1 is kanang revolt against secularism. Ang secularism kay is a belief system that nag-reject sa religion or kanang belief system that ang religion dili part of the state affair or public education. A revolt against secularism is when a group or population rises up against the idea of separating religion from government. In this localized uprising, the rebels may believe that the state lacked the moral authority to govern without religious influence. Number 2 is internationalization of religious rebellion, wherein the warfare comes between the religious and polar politics. The internationalization of religious rebellion involved conflict between religious groups and secular authorities on a global scale. It often leads to warfare and confrontation as rebels aim to establish a religious state challenging secular governance.
Good evening, sir. My name is Edgar Bialo, and I'm the last reporter. My topic is invention of global enemies, wherein anti-American, anti-Europe sentiment are growing. The expression of sentiment exactly is a way of expressing agreement with someone else's statement or opinion. When someone says, my sentiment exactly, they are indicating that they share the same thought, feeling, or beliefs as the person who just spoke. Next is global war, wherein there is an expansion of range and depth of conflict between the secular and religious forces. Global war involving an expansion range and depth of conflict between secular and religious forces refers to hypothetical situation where the divide between secular and religious ideologies intensifies, leading to widespread conflict across the world. In this scenario, the differences between these two forces would not only be ideological but also geopolitical, socioeconomic, and cultural. Secularism in this context refers to the belief in the separation of religious and government institutions, emphasizing the importance of individual rights and freedoms. On the other hand, religious forces advocate of the integration of religious beliefs and values into all aspects of society, including over governance, law, and education. The expansion of this conflict would mean that the divide between secular and religious forces would not be limited to specific regions or communities but would extend globally. This could lead to increased tension, polarization, and potential violence between these opposing groups. Okay, the last is religion dimension of post-Arab Spring, wherein the jihadist strategy is proven to be not the way to end the struggle but with the use of non-violence means as demonstrated in the Tahrir Square in Egypt. The Arab Spring, starting in 2010, was a series of anti-government protests, the rebellions in the Arab world with significant religious dimension influenced by various interpretation of Islam. The jihadist strategy involving violence means to achieve political goals was prominent but often led to further conflict and suffering. In contrast, non-violent protests like those in Tahrir Square, Egypt, showcased an alternative approach resonating with religious beliefs. Non-violence resistance aligned better with Islamic teachings, emphasizing compassion, justice, and dialogue. The term jihad encompasses a broader struggle for self-improvement and societal betterment, including nonviolent resistance. The religious dimension of the Arab Spring highlights the complex relationship between Islam's interpretation and strategies for political change.